Ever since 1955, the birth year of both rock and roll and the birth control pill, rock and roll and the sexual revolution went hand in hand. The throbbing rhythms, wild dancing, ecstatic singing, titillating lyrics, and explosive sound of rock and roll provided the fuel for the revolution, the weapons to bring down the walls of sexual repression. By the early 70s, however, a large number of rock musicians took themselves seriously, and serious, among other things, meant cerebral and not sexual. Glam rock was a reaction to that, aiming to take rock and roll back to its roots, and part of it was a return to sexuality, personified in that bisexual demigod Ziggy Stardust. By the end of 1972, Ziggy ascended to the top of the rock and roll ladder in Britain, and was regarded as the new stage of the sexual revolution. It was only appropriate for him to adopt one of the anthems of this revolution, the Rolling Stones' 1967 raunchy hit Let's Spend the Night Together, and bring it back to life. Bowie doesn't change much of the lyrics, which are about a boy trying to persuade a girl to spend the night with him. The girl is apprehensive, because this is how the traditional sexual roles went. Girls were supposed to say no, and the boys were supposed to seduce them. The Jagger Richards lyrics convey the excitement of a young boy who managed to seduce a girl and is about to get some. This was a very risque theme to sing about in the pop music of the time, considered too tantalizing for a teenage pop song. When the Stones performed it on the Ed Sullivan Show, they were compelled to change the lyrics and make it less raunchy. But this was back in 1967, and a lot has happened in the 5 years that passed since. The hippies turned free love into a slogan, and rock music became a lot more explicit. In the counterculture, it was acceptable for a girl to say yes right away to sexual advances. This Stones records now sounded sweetly innocent, and the Spiders had to rock it harder and add futuristic sounds to recreate the same air of sexual excitement. Does it work? To my ears, not quite. Bowie sounds like he is desperately trying to bring back that thrill, but cannot recapture that naive, primordial rush. Not that it isn't thrilling. It is still a strong rock number, combining sexuality and technology in true glam style, and it sounded great live. It was a chance for Ziggy to make love to his fans.
You know I'm smiling, baby. You need some guiding, baby. I'm just a silent neighbor. Let's spend the night together. Now I need you more than ever. Let's spend the night together now.
The girl seems to be inexperienced, and the boy enjoys teaching her about lovemaking. When Ziggy sang it, though, it was more about a rock god taking charge and leading his fans to ecstasy.
This doesn't happen to me every day. No excuses offered anyway. Hey, I'll satisfy your every need, and now I know you'll satisfy me. Oh my. Let's spend the night together. Now I need you more than ever.
Basically, Ziggy is inviting his fans to an orgiastic event, and the invitation culminates in a spoken passage which is not part of the original record. This is all Ziggy.
They said we were too young, our kind of love was no fun, but our love comes from above. Do it! Let's make love.
One of the criticisms leveled at the rock and roll kids was that they were starting to have sex too soon, and having too much of it, destroying the joys of mature sex that is done out of true partnership and love. The hippies answered that they were liberating sexuality from the shackles of sin that were placed upon it, and thus liberating pure love. Ziggy adopts this idea, assuring his fans that they are engaged in a religious experience. But actually, he is not talking about sex. This combination of sexuality, divinity, ecstasy, and technology is not a celebration of sex. It is a celebration of the power of rock and roll.